Good morning and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture.
Yes. So I know a lot of times we have a lot of foot traffic here at the extension office about what are these spring weeds, and then we identify those. And then the next question that we always get is, how do I control that? What can I do now to spray? So generally, those weeds that we're seeing right now in the spring line is purple henbit. It's in the mint family. We're also seeing purple dead nettle, which is again in the mint family. And we're also seeing other winter annual weeds like chickweed and other weeds of that nature. So whenever we say winter annual weeds, they basically are had already germinated in the fall of the year, and then they overwinter, and then they will eventually come to bloom in the spring of the year. So we always get a lot of questions as to when is the proper time to apply. So at that point, you can look at post-emergence type of herbicide products. That basically means that those are actively growing weeds at that point in time. And so a lot of times you can spray with a post-emergence herbicide. The only thing there is that you're not going to get probably as good of a control as if you would probably say earlier on in the fall of the year. So we kind of have to educate on that particular topic. So the next question that we always get is, okay, now when's the right time to apply a pre-emergent type of herbicide product? So those products are what we do before those weeds will actually germinate into your home lawn. And most of the time, the pre-emergence herbicide products are the ones that we're applying for the really hard to control weeds like crabgrass. We have a lot of types of different crabgrass, smooth and hairy crabgrass that a lot of people don't want to have in their lawns, as well as goosegrass. It has generally kind of a lighter rosette center, and a lot of times the inflorescence is kind of in a certain pattern as well. So those are really hard, and also foxtail can also be hard to control as well. So the pre-emergent herbicide products we generally will apply in the spring of the year. Spring weather is never the same from year to year. So we want to apply about the time that the forsythia is in bloom. That's kind of the indicator plant that we look to kind of see. And generally you want to try to do the bright yellow forsythia blooms whenever it's showing just beginning to bloom, and also showing a little bit of green. When it's completely already flowered out, you probably waited a little too late. But one of the great sites that you can look at, especially when crabgrass is germinating, it usually needs about 57 degrees or more for several days. So you basically want to look at a 50 to 55 degree window for about 5 days, and you want it in the top 2 inches of soil. So whenever you're applying the pre-emergent herbicide product, and it can be liquid or it can be a granular formula, you want that to be on there, so that way when those weed seeds like the crabgrass and goosegrass are germinating, it's going to kill it pretty much on contact. And one of the other things to kind of keep in mind with that is that it's really good to, again, make sure that you're keeping at the 5-day average. And you can visit the Kentucky Mesonet website. It's kymesonet.org, and you can punch in your zip code, and it'll give you the nearest Mesonet site for your area. And then the other thing to kind of know about pre-emergent herbicides is to look at maybe doing, after you do that, do another follow-up application about 4 to 6 weeks later.
Yeah, Kristin, because a lot of times we think we go in there, we do it once, and then we're done. But unfortunately, with our weather temperatures, we could get another round of emergence.
And so it's really good to follow up again, especially with those hard to control weeds like crabgrass and goosegrass. And so we have a really good publication that is available that covers more specifically about how to apply, when to apply. It also lists the proper pre-emergent herbicides that are listed for the area. Again, you can apply it whenever it's either a liquid formula or a granular. It's just kind of what's up to you. And if you have other questions with weed control for the home lawn, we also have another great publication about weed control for the home lawn.
And we appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show. Have a great day.